Lo más preciado de mi casa. Bueno. Aquí no es lo mejor importante que ahora viene en la casa. The dollhouse. ¡Abre! Oye.
So, as I'm making this video, it's been exactly 7 days since Lamine Yamal recently created his YouTube channel. And I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. On the 16th of November, I put out a video talking about Erling Haaland's YouTube channel and how it was going to spiral, give a snowball effect across generations and generations, and it was going to quite literally revolutionize football forever. So Erling Haaland has just started a YouTube channel. Here is why I think he may have just revolutionized football forever. But what I did not expect was that in less than a month, oh no, it's been more than a month, I think. Yeah, in a month or less than 2 months, it was going to start like yielding fruit. And for those of you who are new to this channel or watching it in the yellow zone, you might not understand what I'm saying. I didn't make the video on the 16th of November. I will leave screenshots. However, I posted it much later. And for you that is watching this on the independent channel, you might not really follow along because this is fairly new. But on the Rogue channel, you're going to see that I put a video out there. And it's been and anyway, so Lamine Yamal, so if you are curious to know what I'm talking about, just go check it out. Rogue channel, if you're watching in the yellow zone, you don't need to go anywhere, just go check the first video, it's there. But long story short, he's launched his YouTube channel, and I said something about Erling's channel. I said, it's so different, it's so special because it's about him. It's personal. Do you know what I mean? There's so many differences, and I outlined like other people, other creators, or other footballers that have YouTube channels, and why his is unique and different. And Lamine has created his YouTube channel, and it's following the exact same trend. Now, I want to believe that there are lines. I want to believe I'm the only person who saw this coming, and there might be some who would say, but they're playing football in the same generation, the same era. It does not matter. The age difference is there, and I think what I basically was trying to say is that Erling's channel was going to create a new football atmosphere that allows us to know players on a personal level, and they're going to keep Insta on Insta and keep YouTube on YouTube. I said that completely. And well, obviously the last video was a bit long, so many of you wouldn't have endured to the end. However, I'm just going to go over a few things about this channel, just so in case you missed the other one, you can know the things that I said would cause revolution. I'm not going to go over everything. You might still have to check out that video. I will leave it in the description. I'm going to tag it after this one. Long story short, the channel is not anything else aside him, Lamine, as a person who wakes up in the morning, does stuff, has a house, has a room, has, you know, human experiences. And I said in the past, there used to be literally celebrities, footballers trying to create intentionally a line that separates us from them. But with Haaland, you can see how it's kind of like he's bringing us close into his personal life. Do you know what I mean? And I said this could really be the beginning of something really good. And autonomy, a lot of autonomy is going to come from this. It's more or less a prophetic word, but this is already like a, a prophecy that is already bearing fruit. So I want you to take my word for it. So you might want to go check out his channel. I'm already subscribed to Lamine. I'm already subscribed to Haaland. I'm really curious to see what they do next with what they've got. But however, you can see he's sharing workout, he's sharing moving videos. It's original. He's not even copying Haaland, but he's copying the idea of sharing the real Lamine for the world to see on YouTube with complete autonomy. He controls the narrative. He's not doing brand deals or whatever. Even if he would reflect that, it would be just very slight or whatever. But you can see how Lamine-centered it is. You know how footballers have Instagram accounts, and it's like, you see Nike, it's also calculated and premeditated, and it's, you know, it doesn't give real vibes. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to make this quick because it's pretty late, I'm trying to sleep and everything. However, I just want to say, so firstly, I don't want to go over I don't want to go over it, but you want to check that first video out. It really points out everything. I know it's long, so I'm going to keep this one short, but this is just to prove to you that I said it. Haaland is going to call someone else to step out the shadows and make a YouTube channel about him while being an active player. Both Haaland and Lamine are active players, and there are people who have come before them. I gave names like Rio Ferdinand, like Cristiano, like Aguero, like Mikel, like Hector Bellerin, he plays for Betis. I gave a lot of players, and I gave reasons why they're all different and how most of their channels were publicity centered and not them centered. And I gave examples even more of the ones who make it about themselves, but how it's really different from Erling and how Hector, you need to check that video out, guys. This is proof. And I'm really, really curious. By the way, this is erratic speaking. It's not planned, it's not scripted. However, I just realized, just don't, this is not a sports zone, a sports channel. Just as the case, as it happens, the things that are on my mind, the things that are coming up, that are popping out, are sports related. Do you know what I mean? But this is not a sports channel, but we're going to be doing a lot of, I don't know, sharing a lot of insights on what I think about certain things and my opinions. And then it's not only going to be talking about other people, it's going to be like a gossip zone, whatever, but it's also going to be about my opinion on it. And it's not always going to revolve around other people. It's going to revolve around me as well. So if you fancy a bit of gossip, make sure to subscribe. Go check out the fact that I'm not lying. I'm going to leave screenshots, but go check out the Road channel. I've dropped it there already. And I'm just, I don't need to say much because, yeah, the video's already getting too long. I don't want to say much, max 10 minutes. However, you just need to see the fact where I say that there's a lot of potential in this channel. I said football is going to revolutionize. When you watch and you communicate and you interact, there's so much to say, but with players like this, when they step on the pitch, it's a different atmosphere, and you might not see it, but the more it compounds, the more videos that they put out there, the more it goes and goes and goes, it's going to change the entire football atmosphere. I'm telling you. I saw it in Haaland's channel. I'm seeing it in Lamin's channel. Now the only question is who is next and how far apart is his, introduction to YouTube going to be from Haaland's and Lamin's. But this, what I'm saying to you, it's already a set, it's already a given. I've seen it. I've felt it. Do you know what I mean? I'm really curious to see what they post on there. Y si Lamin se está viendo este video, bueno, es como, literalmente no sé qué decir y no quería hablar español porque no quería que el video sea en dos idiomas porque es difícil traducirlo con la aplicación y todo eso. Pero bueno, bienvenido a YouTube y sí, vamos a dejar el español para otro día. But you lot have seen, please go check out the first video I've seen that I put out, and so you can really, really understand the potential in the means channel and a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I think this is erratic enough. I've ranted enough, and I guess it's long enough for attention spans to be hooked enough. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so if you want to see what next we're going to talk about, or if you want me to explain Lamin's case better, you might want to leave that in the comments. I'll be happy to do so, but I'm just going to trying to leave this one particularly short. And also, you can tell me who you want me to speak about next. It must not be a football player. It could be a singer, artist, YouTuber, whoever. And basically here we're going to be analyzing certain things, talking about certain things, concepts, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, this is one of a quaternity. So you might want to check out the other three. There's a culture zone, there's a languages zone, and there's a spirituality zone. And they talk about different things. One, this is a culture zone, welcome. A languages zone, I teach you how to learn any language really, really fast in less than a year. So you might want to check it out. Spirituality zone, there's so many things, guys. All the links are in the description. But I think I'm going to make a detailed video about Lamin, although I want to be patient this time and just watch. But tell me what you think. And in order for you to tell me what you think, you might have to check the other video, the first video that I put up, watch it in 2x speed, no pasa nada. Just see it, watch this one, and you can understand every single thing I talked about, every single aspect is being reflected in Lamin's video. So Lamin's videos. So these are the two people now, and for every person that comes, the thumbnails are going to have their faces, and you can see the revolution. You're going to see, I said my last comment was something between the lines of, when a person's actions inspires other actions from a younger generation, then a revolution is, I don't know, upon us. I think. And I did not expect this to be this fast. I did not expect this at all, but it's here and I predicted it. So go check it out. I'm going to use Erling's words now. If you like, subscribe, stay tuned so you can see what else we're going to be talking about here. And so so you have this in mind, I'm running 4 channels, 4 different things and everything. So sometimes I make for this, make for that, make for this, make for that, make for this, make for that. But I'm going to try my best to make sure none of you are starved. So you want to stay tuned, and see you in the next one.